Audi launched the all-new A4 last year, but it was only available with a single engine option, that is a 1.4-litre 150 horsepower petrol engine. Now the engine we've all been waiting for is finally here. It's Audi's latest 2-litre diesel engine, and it makes 190 horsepower. How good is the engine and how well does it work in the A4? Let's find out. The long delay in launch is down to the fact that Audi had to retrograde this new-gen diesel engine to run on Indian Bharat Stage 4 diesel. Thankfully, the engine hasn't been detuned for India. Its 190 HP and 400 Nm are identical to the BMW 320D's engine and also put the A4 diesel right between the Mercedes C220D and C250D diesels on the power scale. Unfortunately, India doesn't get the Quattro versions. Transferring the power from the engine to the front wheels is a 7-speed dual-clutch transmission. The latter is a big change in its own right, given that the last A4 diesel featured a CVT. The last gen A4 diesel was the quietest car in its class, and the new engine keeps the flag flying high by keeping decibel levels low. Audi's new diesel engine is quite refined as modern diesels though. Yes, there is a slight rumble at low revs, and when you press down hard on the accelerator, you can hear the engine, but it's not loud at any point, nor is it harsh. In fact, the noise levels stay quite low throughout, and it makes the cabin quite a nice and composed place to be. Performance is also impressive. Sure, its 8.08 second 0 to 100 kph time is well off the BMW 320d M Sport's launch control enabled 7.25 second benchmark figure, but the A4 diesel feels light on its feet at all times, and that's what makes it really likable. The A4's diesel engine feels steady from the word go. On small throttle inputs, it picks up speed effortlessly. Press down hard on the accelerator and it will reward you with a nice strong full ride till about 4,700 RPM. The engine and gearbox won't let you hold revs at that point, but you can use the pedal shifters and even the gear lever for manual intervention. 4 driving modes that alter engine and steering settings do help fine-tune the experience to some extent. My preference would be to keep the car in individual with the engine set to comfort, because it gets a bit too eager at times in dynamic mode. I'll keep the steering in dynamic mode because there's reasonable weight at the steering wheel. Again, like the petrol A4, this is not a very exciting car to drive hard, but you get a good feeling of control at the wheel, and I guess for the majority of buyers, that's all that matters. There is some torque steer when you launch it hard though. Where the A4 does impress is in ride comfort. Bump absorption is excellent, and the suspension also does its work quietly and helps maintain the calm in the cabin. If there's something to bring up, it's that there is perhaps a bit more up and down movement at triple-digit speeds compared to the petrol engine A4. But even so, the A4 diesel feels well damped at all times. Elsewhere, there's nothing new to report about the diesel A4. The cabin is identical to the A430 TFSI petrol car. It's a very modern Audi cabin that scores big for material quality and ambience. Audi's brilliant virtual cockpit digital instruments, MMI infotainment system, and haptic buttons for the aircon that preview the function as you run your finger on them make the cabin look and feel cutting edge. Front seat comfort is good, and passengers in the back also get plenty of room to sit comfortably. The all-important rear seat is well padded, but the backrest is a touch upright and the seat is best for 2 only. As for the exterior, the A4 looks smart with a design that errs to the side of understatement. So far, recommending the new A4 to anybody always included a caveat about its small 1.4-litre petrol engine. With this diesel engine, the A4 finally gets the power it always deserved. The diesel engine is strong, refined, and with an ARAI-tested fuel economy figure of 18.25 kpl, it promises to be fuel efficient too. In fact, the diesel engine immediately makes the new A4 feel more complete and just elevates it in terms of desirability. Also, with prices ranging between 40.2 to 43.3 lakh rupees ex-showroom Delhi, the A4 35 TDI is competitively priced by class standards. The long wait for the A4 diesel has been worth it.